The influence of psychoactive drugs. The topic I chose is the influence of psychoactive drugs. I feel that most of us know of someone who has some type of substance abuse problem. The reason that I chose this topic is because I have always wondered what makes someone want drugs so bad that they let their entire life fall apart. In my line of work, I have worked with a couple of people who have admitted to abusing drugs or alcohol. My job is not to judge them, but to help them find the resources in order for them to put their lives back together. I always wonder why they can't stop abusing drugs or alcohol if everything around them is falling apart. And most of the times, the only way to fix what is going wrong in their life is for them to seek help with their addiction. Some people have said that they depend on drugs or alcohol because they want to feel better mentally. Or some people simply say that they like the way drugs make them feel. According to our book, there are a lot of factors that can contribute to why a person is dependent on drugs, whether that drug is legal or illegal. The two major factors are physical and psychological dependence. Some people use prescription drugs due to health reasons. People whose health depend on prescription drugs might develop a physical or psychological dependence on these prescription drugs. Physical dependence is when a person has been taking drugs for a long period of time and the person's body is not able to function normally without the use of drugs. When a person is physically dependent on a drug tolerance is often developed. The recommended or normal amount of drugs is no longer enough to satisfy the body's needs for this drug. So they must take a larger quantity to achieve the same effects or satisfaction that they had when they first started taking it. This is very dangerous because it could lead to a drug overdose. Not all drugs cause a physical dependence. Some drugs cause a psychological dependence. When a person develops a psychological dependence on drugs, the person believes that they need drugs to feel better emotionally. Their body does not ask them for drugs, but they think they need it. While not all drugs cause a physical dependence, any drug can cause a psychological dependence. When a person is physically dependent on drugs, the body goes through a withdrawal. They may experience things like mood swings, pain, headaches, or high blood pressure. These symptoms are mostly followed by depression and fatigue. These symptoms are not associated with psychological dependence, but psychological dependence may last forever.